I thought I'd tell you a couple of work-related stories here. Or, well, some of them aren't really stories, they're just some of the things I have to deal with in my business. Now, if you've been around the channel much at all, you know that I run my own business. And to avoid paying $1,000 lease on a building and having an extra electric bill and extra water bill and all that, I set up in trade days. And there are ups and downs to that, pluses and minuses. I thought about eventually just making a whole video on that. I don't know if anybody'd be too interested in it, but kind of a so you want to be a vendor video. I did one called So You Want to Be a Ghost Hunter a while back. Don't watch that one because it's horrible. Boom. The advice I give is fine, but just the way I did it didn't come out very well. When you deal with the public, and anybody that owns their own business or has done, has been a flea market vendor or a trade days vendor, whatever you want to call it, you start to understand why they have these labels on some of these products, like the do not use in the shower label that they put on hair dryers and stuff. Does anybody really need that? Yeah, there are people out there that need that. There are people out there that need to have that label because there's going to be an idiot that uses them. You meet a lot of good people too. There are a lot of good people out there, but there are just some people that make you want to pull your hair out. And I find that I don't think it would matter if it was if I had a traditional store or if it was vendors or whatever. Dealing with collectibles, particularly sports collectibles, you get people that are just freaking insane. A lot of people will go to these trade days and stuff, and they'll look for stuff that, they'll look for something cheap that they can put on Amazon for 3 times what they paid for it and make a profit. Okay, fine. There's nothing wrong with that if you can get by with it. But then I have had people. This is not about one particular person. This has happened 3 or 4 times. They'll come up wanting me to cut my price on an autographed item. And they'll want me to really drop the price low. And I'm like, dude, I can't go that low. It's a $230 item. I'm only asking $200 for it. You want me to drop it all the way down to $50? It's ridiculous. They will tell me, well, what I do is I try to get stuff at a lower price and then find people to sell it for a profit. So you want to pay me less so you can take it and make a profit off of somebody, sell it to somebody else, make a profit. That's not a reason for me to sell it to you for a third of what it's worth. So in fact, the whole idea that, it's not like I pull my butt cheeks apart and autograph stuff comes falling out. I go through, I have expenses in getting this stuff and getting it for under what it's worth and selling it for a profit is what I'm doing. In fact, it's not exactly a new idea. Getting stuff at under its cost and selling it for a profit, that's been going on for a long time. They're called stores. So it's not like it's an ingenious thing that you've come up with here. So I get that a lot. But a couple of specific stories. I had an Ezekiel Elliott autographed football. And I had a guy contact me by email. Well, I used to use Craigslist. I stopped using Craigslist because putting stuff on Craigslist just seemed to put up a deal on Craigslist. I was at the Dallas Card Show, which is the deal they have in Frisco. It's called the Dallas Card Show, but it's in Frisco, which is pretty close to Dallas. Yeah, I only went once because that was a whole mess in itself. But the thing was already over. But a guy had come across the Craigslist ad. Craigslist ad was still running, because I would just let them run until they expired. That way I did kind of like free advertising. But you get a lot of people that they look at the Craigslist ad, they don't look at the date, they don't look at anything, they just see Ezekiel Elliott autograph football. And had this guy contact me about it. Asked if I still had it, and yeah, I still have it. And he started giving me this story about his son with cancer. He was a huge Ezekiel Elliott fan. He wanted to get it. Could I come down on my price? Well, how are you going to say no to the cancer boy's dad, you know? So, well, we can work something out. And I came down a good bit on my price, and I said, I'll tell you what, if you can pay that, then I'll pay the shipping. You know, I won't charge you for shipping or anything. And I'll just say that he's from Dallas, or he's from Plano. Well, he emails back and says, well, where are you shipping it? I'll just come and get it. And I said, oh, okay. Do you know how to get to where I live? Because, you know, I don't live in Frisco. I don't live in Plano. And he never did look to see that I was based in a completely different town that was, you know, at least, well, with traffic and everything, it'd probably take a couple hours, you know. Hour and a half, something like that. Because apparently he thought I was in Frisco. Or Dallas. Well, then I didn't hear anything back from him. And I started talking about, you know, well, how do you want to do this? Do you want to, hey, I can meet you in Gainesville, you know, if you can catch me on a good day, I go to Gainesville every now and then. He never got back to me. So just on a hunch, I decided to search his name, and lo and behold, this happens to be a guy with his exact name from Plano that owned a sports collectibles store. And so I went ahead and sent him another email, and I said, okay, well, I don't know if you decided against coming all this way or what, but maybe you should check out this place. And I gave the name of his sports collectibles store. You can just check with them. They're a little bit closer to you, but something tells me that they're in the market for one too. I never did hear anything more back from him. And finally, the thing that really brings you back to the warning label. There was a little market in Jacksboro. It was a brand new market. Well, I won't get too much. It didn't last very long. Like I said, it was a brand new market. And so I put out a little Facebook ad. I just spent like $3 on a Facebook ad to kind of put some stuff out there. Kind of help promote that I was going to be at this market in Jacksboro. And I put it on a pretty wide range. You know, you can put, if you've never run a Facebook ad before, you can decide the radius that you use for putting this ad out. And I put out a pretty good radius. I had two women, and looking at their Facebook profiles, they knew each other. One of them sent me something that made me shake my head, but when I responded, she said, oh, okay. And she said, well, I think you should change the wording on that ad, because I think some people will misunderstand it. And I was like, well, no, the thing's been running for a while. I'm not going to go back and change it now. because one person completely read it the wrong way. But then her friend got on me, sending me some just really nasty stuff, talking about how I was a scammer, and she was going to report me, and this and that and the other. And what it was is, in this ad, since Jacksboro was the newest market in the area, I used the term, I'll be with the new kids on the block, or I'll join the new kids on the block in Jacksboro, and gave the dates, and then went on talking about the market. These two boneheads, and I'm talking specifically more about the second one than the first one, took it to mean that the boy band, the New Kids on the Block, I was saying that the New Kids on the Block were going to be in Jacksboro. And as I told both of them, I said, no, I'm using the term New Kids on the Block because it is a new market. I'm not talking about the boy band. The first one, while I'm still thinking that, people will misunderstand it, the second one did not take that explanation. No, you're not. You're trying to scam people. Even though I never said anything about the band, I never showed a picture of the New Kids on the Block. I never said anything about songs that would be played, ticket prices, anything like that. I used one phrase: I'll be joining the New Kids on the Block in Jacksboro on such and such day, and then went on talking about the market and the stuff that I would be selling. And she just went off the rails, and I finally said, okay, look, lady, I'm just going to block you and be done with it. You're not even being closer. Why are you? Of course you're going to block me because I'm busting you on a scam. And she said something about she was, I take it was some kind of New Kids on the Block fan group or something. She was going to report me to them and all this, and of course nothing ever came of it. I never heard from anybody with the New Kids on the Block or any fan group. I did block her. So yeah, you deal with your share of idiots, of scammers, of people that just don't seem to understand that even though you're setting up the trade days, it's a legitimate business. I have a tax ID through the state. I pay taxes. None of the stuff I get is free to me. But you have to deal with these people. Okay. This may have gone on a lot longer than I intended, but I had all kinds of problems. I will say at the end of this, Canon makes a heck of a good camera, and it's tough. If you're in the market for a new camera, I highly recommend Canon. No, they are not a sponsor, but I'm just offering that up as a consumer. Canon makes a heck of a camera, especially when it bounces all over the damn van. I hope you liked this one. I hope I gave you something to entertain you for a little while, and even if it was something you didn't want to hear. If you're new, please like and subscribe, and if you're old, a like will do. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.